What you doing, Diggletdreamers? You got Mathras back for the next episode of Lighthaus. If you're not familiar with the Lighthaus series, it is basically just a series where I go through the RU tier in alphabetical order, basically just showcasing and highlighting all the Pokemon in that tier, because it's my personal favorite tier, and I feel like it doesn't really get the kind of love that I think it deserves. It seems like it's the least popular of the tiers for some reason, and trying to hope to show off the Pokemon in this tier and show how cool they are, and hopefully kind of change that. But other than that, I also want to make myself into a better team builder and a better battler, as I will be building all these teams myself. If you want a link to use the team yourself, I'll put a PokePaste down below so you can check that out. But on to Jolteon this time. Really, really cool Pokemon. Let me show you this actually. So apparently the RU tier is not a big fan of Jolteon. As I say, he's a mediocre Pokemon. So I'm gonna try to see if that's true or not with this team here. Reminiscent of the Donphan Lighthaus, because the Donphan page says something similar. It says like Donphan is worthless or something like that. So I'm gonna see if it's true about Jolteon. Got a really cool set here, something that I used way back when like Sun and Moon just got started with Z moves. Psyche and Z with Synchronoise. Synchronoise is a really weird move. Not a lot of Pokemon get it, and it's not really useful because it only hits adjacent Pokemon sharing the same type as the user. So it's only good against electric types, but it is also a really strong psychic type move, and with Psyche Z, it doesn't really take into account this stuff, so it just becomes a really, really strong psychic type nuke, which is very useful. Can knock out things like Venusaur, Salazzle, Nidoqueen, other like poison types in the tier that Jolteon otherwise wouldn't be able to knock out. So it's pretty cool. I think it makes Jolteon a little bit better. I think it's a little bit more useful than Hidden Power Ice because it hits Flygon really hard. It doesn't, like, Hidden Power Ice might knock out Flygon, but 90% of the Flygons I'm going to see are probably Scarf, so no point anyway. I think it would probably do more damage to Goodra than Hidden Power Ice would. But other things I was thinking of, like Noivern, like I'm gonna hit Noivern hard enough with Thunderbolt. I think I'll get by. But anyway, before I just start scrolling through the whole tier, so yeah, that's the Jolteon set I'm running with. I said in the last episode that I wanted to try Torterra, so I'm trying it. Double Dance, Grassium Z. Wait, I should not have Grassium Z here. Lets them take hits a little bit more reliably sometimes. But anyway, Swords Dance, Rock Polish obviously could, with the combination of these two, would be pretty deadly. But having both as options lets me choose against whatever matchup I'm in. I can, obviously if I'm faster than most of the Pokemon, I can use Swords Dance effectively. If I'm not, I can try to Rock Polish up. And Wood Hammer Earthquake is really, really cool coverage, so very, very useful with the max speed, Jolly, max attack. So obviously not the fastest thing in the world, but with a Rock Polish up, it'll change things a lot. And then I got Life Orb, Sheer Force, Dragon Dance for Alligator, one of the most reliable sweepers in the tier in my opinion. So hopefully with some rather weird stuff, I'm hoping that for Alligator can kind of hold it together a little bit. Then Specs Swellow is kind of a U-turn Volt Switch core with Jolteon. Swellow also kind of baiting out the electric type moves that Jolteon loves to come in on. Then Stealth Rock, Rhyperior, mainly just here is kind of like a general tank, able to tank both the special and physical hits. It can take on things like Swallow and maybe Salazzle that threaten the team otherwise. And then Choice Banded Arcanine. It's been a while since I've used Arcanine in like a serious sense, so I wanted to bust out like a very offensive one, so I'm doing it. This team is definitely going to be a little bit more casual, a little more fun, a little more ridiculous than some of the teams that have been on Lighthaus so far. But, you know, that's what Pokemon's all about, right? Having fun. And if things go really poorly, I have this this replay from when I was testing it out versus the Sun team. So if things go really poorly, I'll just do a post-com on that. But I really like this GIF that I have in the background here. I always like putting something related to the Pokemon that I'm highlighting in the pack, if you haven't noticed. Oh, that reminds me, if you haven't caught up on the Lighthaus series, I'll put a link to that in the top right of the video right now, so you can go ahead and check that out. Okay. So Beware, Nidoqueen, Roserade, Cresselia, Glalie, and Mantine. That Glalie is pretty scary. But I think Feraligatr can win this game. I think just a +1 for Alligator should do fairly well versus this team. Maybe just weaken the Mantine and the Beware. I feel like the Beware with Fluffy could probably take a hit. I also don't have this in the count, this team, so I should probably do that. What the hell? Still have the Honchkrow team in here. Okay. So let's just put Alligator. Man, it's the game standards. It's Beware. Yeah, Beware actually tanks very well, so I gotta be wary of that. I'm gonna lead Jolteon, because he does lead Nidoqueen, and I can hit this with a Synchronoise right now. This thing is not staying in. Hell yes. Okay, big offensive threat. No rocks for my opponent. Goes Cresselia. I can just Volt Switch, right? I think I'll just Volt Switch into Rhyperior and get my rocks up. Because rocks will be nice for the Mantine and the Glalie. Goes for Psychic, I can tank that, no problem. I almost want a Rock Blast on the incoming Mantine, but I don't think it's really worth it because it goes Roserade, yeah. I could go full Switch Hard into Arcanine here. Yeah, I'll do it. Misses a Leaf Storm, damn. I'm sorry, dude. I don't think he'll go Mantine. Yeah, Cresselia. How's it taking this? Not well. Alright, so that's a 2 a KO. He could go into Mantine, but that means he has to keep his Cresselia low and has to switch in on rocks, so I'm kind of okay with that. And I think he'll fear me being able to switch up and go for Wild Charge, so yeah, in comes the Mantine now. So I'm just gonna go hard Jolteon, why not? I can knock this out or get momentum, so goes Beware. I love damage on this. I actually might just go Arcanine again and click it. Although Swillow is right here. Yeah, I like Swillow better, because Swillow will definitely knock this out, and I don't need to worry about like recoil or anything. Goes Mantine. How is this taking this? Taking it pretty well, not bad. I think I'll go Jolteon again though. He does Roost, that's okay. He's just giving me damage on stuff. Ooh, Mantine takes it. Not bad. I don't know if I want to risk Torterra. Although, what is Torterra doing here? I guess Torterra is the most useful, the least useful Pokemon right now. I could try to go for the Rock Polish, but I don't think there's any point. Just goes Roserade. Or just Earthquake. Maybe he'll knock me out. Or just go for Spike. Nice. Decides to go Glalie here. Yeah, I'll let him knock me out. If he decides to do anything else, then I'll knock him out. So that works. 328 speed. I think I want to go Jolteon. Although Arcana could also be really good. I don't want to get Ice Sharded. I'll go Jolteon. Like Ice Shard won't knock me out for sure. And I think Beware comes out. This could be for Alligator's opportunity. Wrong one. So the only thing that would knock me out would be like a Z move. Haven't seen any Z items yet, but I could just go for Alligator and just, I don't need to set up, I can just click buttons. I'll just click Crunch. Actually stayed in, but I should not, do not take that at all, okay. Jolteon is definitely my way of winning this game, so I'm gonna keep it up. I just realized I don't have any hazard control. I can just go Arcanine, so I can threaten both of his remaining Pokemon. This Mantine comes out, Wild Charge is fine. Yeah, knocks that out. So now Glalie comes in, I'll just click Wild Charge again. Does Glalie knock out Earthquake? Swallow. Ice Shard does not knock me out. Boom Burst definitely knocks him out. Right. Maybe Heat Wave would actually be best. Wow, I actually do more damage with Boom Burst. Ice Shard does not knock me out. It isn't this, he lives this though. My goodness. Superior. Refrigerator. Alright, well, it looks like I can take a hit with Hyperior. Should, according to this, I should be able to take any hit. Let's see, he had one of those. I was living on one. It's pretty wild. Okay, so we tank that, knock him out. GG. Cool. Cool game. The team came through. I'll go ahead and let's get another one. Oh god, this team looks a lot more legit. To watch out for the first impression. Oof, man, this is like, Okay, well, Jolteon, if I can eliminate this thing and weaken the Registeel, then I think Jolteon can do it. So I'm really Arcanine, because that helps me out versus Registeel and Golisopod. If he gives me damage on this right now, or just gives me it entirely, that's one step closer to Jolteon finishing the game. Swellow comes out. I think I'll just go Rhyperior, because actually getting rocks up would be quite nice versus this team. Also a Toxic on the Blastoise would be really nice too. Yeah, that's very nice. Arcanine is nice for the extreme speed late game, so I might hold on to that. I could try to go for Alligator. Protera's not going to outspeed him. For Alligator, only has a chance to outspeed. I also need to worry about if Salazzle or Machamp needs the Synchronoise move. One of them could be Scarf or something too. But I don't think Alligator's going to help me out there too much. So yeah, so it does go for the Ice Beam. Nice. So I'm just going to click Crunch. If I can outspeed, then it is going to do some nice damage. Dark Pulse, that's not going to knock me out either. Cool. Gives me damage on Golisopod. I'll take it. I might just sack. Yeah. So I can go Swellow here and just KO something. If I KO the Golisopod and he's not like Scarf one of these two, then Jolteon might just be able to do it. I think I still need damage. If I can Z the Machamp and damage the Salazzle, I think those are the only things I need left. Okay, so the Blastoise comes out. Alright. Jolteon. Custom set. Salazzle. Assuming he's like a nasty plot set. Okay, so I do 71 minimum. That's pretty solid. Now, he's got a U-turn, right? Oh my god, he's got a U-turn. He's got a U-turn, there's no way. But I also really don't want to risk my Swellow. But the thing is, like, there's a 50-50 chance here that I just claim his Swellow. I think Torterra outspeeds Machamp. If it's not. Scarf. That's pretty solid. Alright, Rhyperior, I'm sorry. I can't risk this. Cool. That works out for me. So I can get Rock Blast off now. Or I could Earthquake. I think Rock Blast would be better. Or Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock would be really nice. Yeah, I'm gonna use Stealth Rock. Machamp comes out, okay. Don't see a Flame Orb. Do not see a Flame Orb. Just hits me with a close combat. I think it's Jolteon's time. He could be Scarf. I think I'd rather go Arcanine. Get the Intimidate drop. Because there's no way anything is taking this right now. Okay, nice. So Machamp is gone. Alright, I think we're pretty safe now with Jolteon, although I do have to worry about Golisopod. Alright, not letting this set up. Knocks me out. Swallow. Okay, so it gives me Salazzle. So when his Swallow comes out, I think I just sack Torterra. Do I? Because if he goes for a U-turn here, then I just win, right? Isopod. It definitely knocks me out, okay. So if he goes for U-turn here, he goes into this. First impression is my Torterra. Then I come with Jolteon and just win the game. Okay. I think that has to be my play. It does just go for the Boom Burst. So I'll just Wood Hammer. So even if he goes Golisopod here, he takes rocks and that emergency exits him out. So he can't really switch. If he wants to switch, that's just giving me a lot more damage on his Pokemon. Last thing on my mind is like Scarf, Swallow. And even the Spec set doesn't really have a chance to knock me out. Or only has a chance to knock me out is what I mean. I'll just Volt Switch. Aqua Jet does not knock me out. So I knock this out. He wastes his first impression on the Swallow. Does that even knock out Swallow? Because it is resisted. No, okay. So I'm good. I can just, I mean, why bother? GG. Cool, alright. So this team is putting in a little more work than I expected. That's awesome. So maybe Jolteon isn't a mediocre Pokemon. Maybe that's the case. Alright, that's the second battle. Okay, so we definitely got time for one more. I forgot to set a timer as I always do. But this might be the last one. This guy's got a scary team. Although, he has a lot of Jolteon food. I think I might just leave Jolteon again, try to synchronize this damn Nidoqueen too. Leads Honchkrow. Here's Jolteon. Versus Honchkrow. Sucker Punch has a chance to knock me out. Goes Nidoqueen. Okay, nice. That actually works out because now I can catch him off guard. Hey, that's what. Ooh. Okay, well at least he just goes for the Toxic Spikes. Gives me a nice. I appreciate that. I don't have any hazard control though, so those Toxic Spikes are actually really problematic. That unset. What does that mean? It's favorite. Pick off the Nidoqueen. Yeah, I thought about having HP Ice over Shadow Ball, but Shadow Ball lets me hit like Bronzong and Metagross, so. I sound like a 13-year-old. Heck yeah, man. This thing still puts in work versus his team, though, which is very nice. This Beware comes out. Oh boy. If I I think I might have to rely a lot on Swellow in the upcoming big games, as obviously it can't get poisoned. Yeah, Mega is a very big threat. I think I need to keep Rhyperior alive specifically for that, since I can tank a Giga Drain as well as any other hit it wants to go for, and then Rock Blast it. So Thunderbolt might honestly have to be my play here. I could try to go Arcanine, but like a poisoned Arcanine coming in on this, I don't think that's a great idea. I could Volt Switch actually. Yeah, give this thing some damage, and then come in with your Arcanine, I guess. Just Drain Punches, okay. He has 2 water types, count them, 2. And what are the chances he wants to stay in here with minus attack with a threatening Pokemon? Wild Charge hits everything on his team, yeah. And I'm banded, hell yeah. So if he wants to sack this, cool, nice, I'll take it. So that's a big threat. Like I was worried, I was basically relying on like Torterra or Jolteon to take that on. Rhyperior getting poisoned too is really annoying. What would he go here? I guess Swellow is probably my best play. So he goes Honchkrow. I should be able to tank 1 Sucker Punch. Nope, never mind. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think that's game, honestly. I thought I would take one. Oh, I already had Honchkrow in here. I guess I had a chance to take one. I guess I gotta go Rhyperior. Because I know Rhyperior can take a superpower. And just what I gotta do, unfortunately. Goes Beware, okay. I don't think Torterra's gonna do it for me, so I'm gonna go Torterra. If he's not max speed, I could maybe outspeed him and hit him really hard. Earthquake would hit harder because it's not contact. Swords Dance. Oh no. Damn. How much did Volt Switch do? Volt Switch did 46, so I'm good to go into this. Doesn't get like quick attack or anything. Alright, I'll go for Alligator. Maybe I can do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it with this. I can crunch for damage. For damage. I can get off another crunch, which should put this in range of Volt Switch. I mean, obviously I can't go Rhyperior. Yeah, it's not looking good with the poison damage starting to rack up. It's not looking good. So he sacks the Stoys, go Rhyperior. Just maybe Rhyperior can do it. Not sure though. He has to not be Giga Drain on Yamega. I think that might be the only way. I think if he goes Honchkrow and I knock it out, then maybe even after a Protect, I can still take one. Probably not though. Yeah, I don't think. You have to get a really low roll with Bug Buzz. I don't know, he's taking his time with this pick, so who knows? Honchkrow always looks like it's spelled wrong when I'm trying to type it out. Okay, so he goes the Omega. Protect. I feel like I can take one. I'm even more special defense than that, actually, I think. Oh no, I don't think I can take it. Maybe he doesn't have it? He doesn't have it. Live that. Knock out the Omega. It's still gonna come down to the Honchkrow though. Yeah, I don't think I can beat this Honchkrow. Especially at +1. Yeah. Oh man. I am at full though, but I don't think, yeah. Because it had a chance to knock me out even at neutral. This is Synchronoise activate Sucker Punch. I mean, I'll just click it. I guess so. GG, well played. Yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Oh wait, you know what? Is that YouTube? Nice. I like this guy. Peace. Cool dude. Since I teased this in the beginning, I guess I could show it off now. So I was testing out this team, as I often like to do, just so I'm not like going in completely blind to the Lighthaus series. Music is off already, okay. So obviously this is me over here. I guess that gets with sides. But really cool Sun team by my opponent. I decided to just lead Arcanine because I know Bandit Arcanine in the Sun is going to still do a heck of a lot to Ninetales as it does. And I'll tank a Toxic because he actually decides to sack Fortress for some reason. Must have Custat Berry or something, but I do burn him. I get pretty lucky there. So Fortress gets knocked out. And now Venusaur comes in, not letting us set up, but he does knock me out with a Sludge Bomb. And unfortunately for me, Jolteon can tank a Solar Beam and then hit him with a nice Shattered Psyche. I was worried about Earthquake there, but it was basically my only play, and it thankfully worked out really well, as he actually makes the Ice Punch play on my Torterra, which was pretty impressive. But for Alligator to come out, even with the Sun, is 2 KOing this, and it's not getting knocked out by any move. So finish knocking out the Rhyperior, and he brings out Banette. I thought he might Destiny Bond, but no. And I outspeed and hit him with the Crunch, knock him out. Gets the Sun back up with Ninetales, but I don't think it's going to save him. I prevent him from setting up or anything, and he knocks me out with Foul Play as Jolteon come in, finish off the Ninetales, and then the Typhlosion figure out that it's Scarf by getting knocked out by it, which means my Rhyperior can come in and tank an Eruption and knock out the Typhlosion with an Earthquake. So yeah, nice little post-commentary replay for you. If you want to use this team, I'll leave a link to a Pokepaste down below. Go ahead and check it out. It's pretty fun. I think the Synchronoise Jolteon set is very underrated in the tier, and I think it should be one of the options. If it really, maybe it is. I didn't really read this whole thing. Maybe it is another option. Z-Celebrate, I didn't even think about that. Power Grass, no. Okay, so I'll put Z-Synchronoise on the list here. But yeah, Jolteon, I don't think it's as bad as people want you to think. Maybe just because I'm a bit on the lower ladder, but you know, whatever. Jolteon's cool. That's gonna be it, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep dreaming. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.